Hey there, it's Kat and this is Brews and Reviews. So today I'm going to be going through my May 2020 TBR Check In. I'm going to talk about the books that I've hauled, the books that I am unhauling, and the books that I read in May. So usually what I do is a quick run through of the books that I've read. I accidentally read 20 books this month. Not really sure how that's happening. That's basically double all of the number of books that I've been reading through the rest of the year. So yeah, I'm not going to be editing in 20 pictures. So I'm being lazy right now, and that's for my own mental health, because 20 pictures for like the 2 seconds that they might be in the video for me to say their name, I'm just not going to do that. So I apologise, I'm going to choose to be lazy in this video. I hope you'll forgive me. So this month I read 1 ebook, 1 reread, 4 books that were borrowed, 5 audiobooks, and 9 physical books. So yeah, 20. I really don't know how that happened. Okay, so these are the books that I read. Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine, Am I Normal Yet?, Lion Cub, Fangirl, Ninth House, Angel Fall, Kings of the Wild, One Way, East of West Volume 5, East of West Volume 6, Destined to Feel, East of West Volume 7, Bloody Rose, Sunkissed, Grave Peril, East of West Volume 8, One Punch Man Volume 12, The Savage King, The Carnelian Fox, and Crooked Kingdom. So I read a lot. just a lot. Honestly, I think I had a really good month. There were a couple of 1 stars in there, which I kind of knew were going to be 1 stars because they didn't seem very promising, but there were quite a lot of 5 stars and 4 stars, so I think I had quite a good reading month. So let's talk about the books that I have hauled this month. So first, inevitably, I am hauling volumes 3, 4, and 5 of East of West because, as I have mentioned before, I am collecting this series. This doesn't actually add to my physical TBR because I have also read these, so this is more just for my collection. So technically I'm not adding to my TBR, that's not a bad thing. I've done okay there. The only other book that I am hauling this month was sent to me by Kayla from Cracking to a Good Book, so thank you very much for this because I am super excited to read this one. It is The Last Sun by Katie Edwards. We're going to be buddy reading this in June, probably already started by the time that this video has gone up, and I am very excited to see where this goes. It looks really cool, and I heard it's got an MM romance in it, and I'm super here for it, so yeah, I'm very excited. Now let's talk about the books that I'm unhauling. And yes, I did say books because I'm going to be unhauling 3 books. 3 books! Woohoo! Because I just decided I don't want them on my shelves anymore. Now I have read all 3 of these and made the decision for different reasons. So, Destined to Feel by Indigo Bloom. This is the 2nd book in the Avalon novels. Yeah, this was really boring. At least the first one made me angry and I could complain about it. This one was boring, but I could still complain about it, so I mean, check that video out. I am never ever going to pick this up again. And that says something. If this book has an orgasm factory in it, and I'm like, no, I'm not even going to talk about it ever again, so bye. I'm also going to be unhauling Sunkissed by Stephanie Ash, because this was again boring. I don't know what it is with some of the books that I've been reading from the Black Shelf recently. I also filmed a Complaints with Cat video about this. It just didn't do anything for me, and the main character was kind of an asshole, and there was another main character and she was like, had a one-track mind, which was sex. She just really liked sex. She would have sex with anybody, anything. It was walking, she was doing it, which is fine as long as it's not somebody's main character trait, which it was. It was the only thing that she had going on in her brain, and it was very frustrating. So I'm unhauling this one because I didn't like its treatment of anybody, and I thought it was just a series of sexual encounters that were dull and weren't connected to a main story. So yeah, bye. Now the next one I didn't actually read in May. I have had it on my shelves for a long time, and I have had it on my shelves as a book that I actively dislike. Now I have realised that I haven't been discussing this book as much as I thought I would. There are certain books I've read and I go, oh, that book was rubbish, and I have a lot to say about it, and I will use it in tag answers and things like that. And honestly, I'm too lazy to edit in a photo, as you can see from the beginning of this video. So I've kept a couple of books around. Now I realised that I actually forgot what happens in this book. I remember not liking it. I remember like a few things about it, but I remember like very, very little of the story. And I'm like, well, why am I keeping it? Because I'm not going to talk about it because I don't remember it. So why don't I just get rid of it? So I'm going to. So The Flame in the Mist by Renee Ahdieh is getting unhauled. I did not enjoy this book. The only thing I can really remember about this book is that I thought the main love interest in this was like a 40-year-old man for a considerable amount of time, about 150 pages. Then someone told me he was like a teenager, and I was like, what? Because I just don't think it was mentioned. It was really confusing, and also the love interest thing in this was wrong. It was marketed wrong. I remember not really liking it. Don't really remember what happens in the story. Yeah, it's going. This has sat on my shelf for long enough. It's gonna make space for other books. Yeah, I feel good about it. So, in conclusion, I actively added one book to my physical TBR this month, but it wasn't one that I bought, so I feel good about that. And I'm unhauling 3, which I have read, but still unhauling, so they won't be on my shelves, making room there. And I read 9 physical books. I mean, 2 of those were the ones I was unhauling, but like, it's good. I've got through a considerable number of my TBR this month, so I feel good about this. After kind of a dodgy month where I read a lot of borrowed books and a lot of like rereads last month, I feel like I've turned it around this month and had a positive change, so I don't know. Let's tune in next month and see if I have continued the trend or if I've fallen down a hole. Both equally likely. So how are you guys doing? Are you hauling more or getting through your TBRs? If you like this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!